Hello, hi, we're filming in the Nook today. I feel, one, because I felt like, and two, because I didn't really want to move too far from my bed. In any case, Bruins friends, it is time to hug it out, because that is a 4-3 overtime comeback victory for the Boston Bruins over the Calgary Flames. Welcome back down into the den, everybody. And I gotta say, this is shaping up to be really freaking good. I think that this game, as well as the Vancouver game, really, of these past two games have showcased to us all that this team is getting its feet back under it. And yes, there are still lapses. We'll get into the second. We'll get into the second period. But my goodness, this team is a lot better than we've been making it out to be. First, like, comment, and subscribe. Nailed it. But yeah, this team, they've won 6 of their last 8. And if anything, the way that the Bruins have shown their fight in the past few games has showcased to me, at the very least, that those two losses, the game against Winnipeg where we lost 8-1, and the game against Seattle where we lost 5-1, and both of those, they weren't necessarily flukes, but they were, I would say that they had the hallmarks of a game where the team was in it until they very certainly weren't. The Bruins this game, amazing. The only issue really was that second period with Michael Coronado and Nazem Kadri combining for a pair of goals in like the first couple minutes of the period. But other than that, Lindholm. Elias Lindholm, a fantastic return to Calgary for the guy picking up a goal. Well, Mark McLaughlin, I know I joked about him in the short. I hope for anybody who saw it, I said that they just kept bringing him up because he's from Billerica, and I still kind of believe that. But I also can't deny that he's had a good stint up here so far, or at least in this season. And Geekie, oh my goodness, Morgan Geekie. Ever since Michael Sullivan from the Something's Brewing podcast, at least I'm pretty sure it was Michael Sullivan. Ever since he made that tweet about Geekie and Morgan actually took the time to respond with, "Damn, dude, tell me how you really feel." He's had, in the past 6 games, 4 goals, 2 assists, 6 points. Geekie's been on a frickin' tear. And it's good to see this team thriving again. Now, there is one player that is still getting a lot of talk because he decidedly is not thriving, Trent Frederic. And I think that this team might be a little bit tough on him, particularly because it's a contract year. And because of that, a bunch of people are floating around on trade rumors about him potentially being shipped off. I don't necessarily think that I think that there's definitely a universe in which the Bruins do trade Frederic, but I would also suggest to people that maybe Frederic isn't actually maybe Frederic is just in maybe this isn't indicative of a long-term product from Frederic. Like, we've seen players go through slumps. We've seen players have bad seasons and then rebound. we sort of forget that the athletes that play our favorite games are still human. Yes, they're being paid an insane amount of money, and I feel like sometimes people, I feel like there is definitely a okay, you kind of feel this way, but yeah, you feel this way, but you're being paid an insane amount of money to play this game. Now shut up and do it. There is a small part of me that thinks that, but also if you look at Robin Lehner's Twitter, and I know that he is completely divorced from the Bruins. He has absolutely nothing to do with them. You can see just how much. Not taking care of your mental health, not taking care of yourself, and being forced to burn the candle at both ends and run on fumes for the your entire career. You can see how that breaks someone, and I think that Frederic, he does need to step up. I think we need to back off a little bit. I think that's a fair assessment of it. Obviously, Pasta with the game winner in overtime, fantastic. And just a friendly reminder to everybody that I will forever hate Martin Pospisil. That dude is a schmuck. And it's not even that like he is like actually a bad person. He is a goon. He is a goon, and he's frustrating to play against. And honestly, that's all I have because I'm gonna be real. I watched the highlights. I was dissociating at a friend's house for a decent amount of time, and then I was driving home for like the rest of the game. So kind of bad night. Didn't get to watch and didn't really get to watch the game. So I think this is where I'm gonna call this one. Thank you all so much for tuning in. I'll see you guys in the next one. Take care.